EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Hoosier State, where Colts fans rise to their feet with the striking of the anvil as it is time for football here at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indy. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
Now in his third season as the guy in Green Bay, and he's thrown for at least 25 touchdowns in each of the last 2 years. He and his team believe they are due for a deep playoff run as long as he stays healthy and is piloting the offense.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He has it complete to Christian Watson. He's still on his feet. Christian Watson, touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 71 yards. And the Packers need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
The score, Packers.
Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Oh, he shifts past him. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So now the Colts will get their first opportunity with a football. And they'll be let out by their third-year quarterback.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Richardson to throw off play action. And he's got Pierce. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
For a Colts. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking this secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you build
nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Devontae Wyatt breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. But that's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. First down sack, second down negative rushing play.
And I will guarantee you right now the head coach is weighing in on his headset to the offense coordinator, whether he thinks it's strategy or he thinks it's execution, because that's going to determine this next play call. Are you staying with what you're doing, or are you going in a different direction?
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
To punt on fourth down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Now Richardson back to throw it. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Michael Pittman, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Colts are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was capped off on the touchdown catch by Michael Pittman. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
To throw now, here's Love. He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. And all the way down to the 9. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 47 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him, and he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Here's Jacobs. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. One more time with Jacobs. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by McManus is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They go play action with Richardson. lefty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to touch it.
Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain.
Colts, first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the shotgun, Richardson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now a 2nd and 10. Richardson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You know, in boxing, they throw in the towel. In this case, you just kind of wave the white flag, and you think to yourself, if he could just get past that initial wave, he's got a chance to get free. But that screen, it was going nowhere from the start. It forces a 4th down.
On 4th down, the Colts will call on Rigoberto Sanchez for the punt. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 5. Jacobs going to try the middle.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. And that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
1st down, Packers.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot. Defensively, they're going to have to do something about him in a hurry because that last catch puts him over the 100-yard mark. We haven't even hit the second quarter yet.
And you did say they'd have to do it in a hurry. It has to be right now because as his confidence grows, it'll actually overwhelm the defense. No matter what they do, he'll feel like they can't stop him.
He's brought down there by Kenny Moore.
Brought him down.
Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Second down, Jacobs once more. They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And past the 30 down to about the 27. Officially, they'll call that a 9-yard pickup there, so it leaves them in a good spot. 2nd and inches forthcoming.
And inches at the 27-yard line.
Play fake. Here's Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Love will sneak it. And he's going to have a Packers first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Love this time is going to set up to throw it. Down the left sideline. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd and a couple. Love, they go play action now. Completes it again to Dobbs. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They want to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit of the first quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
Alluding to, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jordan Love taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. Now McManus for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Indy set to go on offense once more. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Looking to put a drive together. And they'll send the tight end in motion. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
A short one there, caught by Warren.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's a gain of 6.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Now Richardson. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
Well, they have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30.
He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Now this thrown deep for Kraft.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory.
And a Packer 1st down.
Come on. Son más malos que el veneno. It's over. Why are you giving up? Man. What's going on, guys? My God, I can't believe what I watched. What are we doing? Teamwork.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big yardage.
They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
16-yard line.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. In motion goes the tight end. Now Love. That's to Golden. He's got it right side. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Love. And he is caught. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Touchdown, Green Bay.
Christian Watson
with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Colts set to take over here offensively. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Looking to put a drive together.
Richardson looking to throw this.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Here's Richardson to throw.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Good play and a well-timed run from Richardson to pick up the first.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Play action. Richardson.
Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Devontae Wyatt
able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field.
Richardson looking to throw.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
You doing okay over there, partner? Because actually had another sack in this game that you just had to call. And we're not even at halftime yet. No wonder this team has the lead. What an effort by the defense right from the word go. The adjustments at halftime, they're going to have to be big, or this could really get ugly in the second half.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Now it's Richardson. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
It's now third down.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll get just a yard on the scramble at second down.
The tackle by Quay Walker. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Throwing again on second down. Richardson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Get to the end zone.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Looking to throw. Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Good call there on first down. And Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
To throw again on second down. Richardson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Josh Downs from 3 yards out. And the Colts are able to cut into that deficit. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14.
14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Packers offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out onto the field. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Here's Jacobs from the gun.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
This offense so far on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
On play action. Love to throw.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
It's a gain of 20.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. That's about as good as a linebacker can diagnose that play, isn't it?
It certainly is, and what he did really well is that while he was diagnosing, he got his feet in motion without actually going anywhere and taking a false step that he had to make up later. He read it, got his feet in motion, and then he just took off and made the play.
Throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Love from the gun. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Neville Gallimore powering his way in and burying him.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
For the Packer field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
Well, I'm not quite sure how he got away from that first tackler, but he won't even be able to get it back to the line of scrimmage there as the defense rallies behind him.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Richardson off the play fake.
And his throw is incomplete.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Colts first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
Richardson to throw off play action. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. With Sean Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They go play action with Richardson. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down.
That's good for a Colts. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now we'll pause for the injured player, and it's Jonathan Taylor who's shaken up. That certainly would be a major loss for this offense. Hopefully he's okay. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. .38-yard line, 2nd and 9. A short one there, caught by Warren. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Tyler Warren brings up 3rd down.
QB sneak, Richardson. And he is going to have a Colts first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Colts first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Khalil Herbert. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
And when the defense wins and gets up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Here's 2nd and 10. Richardson. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
We just saw an example of what we talk about all the time when we meet with coaches. They want that hidden yardage to come to the front when they throw the football. Throw it, catch it, and then pick up more yardage after the catch.
QB sneak, Richardson. And he is going to have a Colts first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. After running it, now Richardson will throw it.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up second and a yard at the 6-yard line.
First down marker at the 5. It's second and goal. Off the option, here's Taylor. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up first and goal.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
On first and goal, they'll try the option left. And he takes it in for a Colts score.
Anthony Richardson.
A 4-yard touchdown scamper.
And the Colts have got it back to within a score.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Point after try forthcoming. And the lead will shrink to 6. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told.
And it was Anthony Richardson who took it into the end zone to finish things off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what
Put
you
your
do
foot
best.
on the gas.
Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll run right here with Jacobs.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
55 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here's Love.
That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away.
A 3-yard pickup.
And it's second down.
Brings up second and 7.
Play action this time with Love. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 22-yard line.
And a Packer first down.
Love, they go play action now. They'll go over the middle to Reed,
complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Play fake. Here's Love. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Doubs from 3 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead now stands at 13. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And that drive all capped off with a Romeo Doubs touchdown.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Colts football, and Michael Pittman, helmet back on and ready to go.
Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Looking to put a drive together.
Play action. Now Richardson.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Lucas Van Ness getting free there to bring him down.
Leads to 2nd down at the 17-yard line.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Now Richardson. Down the field, he's got Warren.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Richardson looking to throw this.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they were very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
The Packers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Packers.
And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing.
And it'll be brought down by the Colts. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Love now. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit, because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
On 4th down, the Packers call on Daniel Whelan to punt. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These two defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Colts offense and receiver Michael Pittman getting set for their next possession. And he was pretty much unguardable in that first half. You see the numbers there as they try to add to him here in this third quarter. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Colts first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Nate Hobbs there to bring him down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Now it's Richardson. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game.
The 47-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Herbert powering up the middle. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Brought down that time by Quay Walker.
When you're trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Another carry for Herbert on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line.
That's good for another Colts. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Richardson looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Richardson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Here's a give to Herbert. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. Officially, they'll call that a 9-yard pickup there. It leaves him in a good spot here. 2nd down and inches upcoming.
They'll come out in the pistol. Looking for Pearson. He's got him. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Colts are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead will shrink to 6. So that drive, 12 plays in length.
And it was capped off by a touchdown catch from Alec Pierce. All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These two defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2.
But, Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the 30-yard line.
Working out of the gun. Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
This now a 3rd and 4. Throwing. Love. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
There's a handoff to Jacobs.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, Love. Right side to Watson.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Handoff, this is Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Second down, Jacobs once more. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 80 yards on the ground here for Jacobs, and this is a first down.
First down, Packers.
Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And it's 3rd down.
Love looking to throw it. And it's caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson, a 5-yard touchdown, as his guys are able to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Matt LaFleur, he tells the offense, stay out there, go for 2.
They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful.
42, Colts 28.
All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These 2 defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Nifty move. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
And the Colts getting ready to go.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Starting on the ground with Herbert.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Looking to throw. Richardson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 9 yards that time.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the first down before taking the hit.
That's to Warren, his tight end. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there.
Back to throw. Richardson.
They'll set up the screen for Herbert.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Well, he's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
They'll go again with Herbert.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
That's another Colts first down. 1st and 10.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
On the option left, Richardson.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
This 2nd and 4. On the ground, DJ Giddens.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Richardson.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Lucas Van Ness
Able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. On play action. Love to throw. That's taken in by Kraft. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
They'll complete this one to Watson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
13 yards. First down, Packers.
With that last completion, CDs now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, it wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 3. Now Love will try with his legs. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. Second and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. Play action this time with Love. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Quiddy Pay picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
The Packers on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 9. To pass, here's Jordan Love. This is caught. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Christian Watson, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Packers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game, one behind the all-time record of 5. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Oh, what a move. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Colts offense and Anthony Richardson ready for this next possession. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, and there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Off play action. Richardson. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you try not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get, all right, 300? That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now, throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
So nothing doing there, and it'll be second down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
And Richardson yet again to the left side. He's got Warren, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Richardson out of the shotgun.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Anthony Richardson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead will be cut down to 14. That time a 6-play drive.
And it was Anthony Richardson who took it into the end zone to finish things off.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The visitors' offense and running back Josh Jacobs set to take over once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a three-possession game and all but put things to bed. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more again.
And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 18 on the play. And a Packer first down.
All you do it! Swear I'm leaving the city if y'all don't score!
Now a tip of the cap to the man under center, Charles. He just went over 400 yards passing in this ball game. He's got the touchdown passes to boot, taking pretty good care of the ball. Just all around a really solid performance.
Yeah, just check, and check, right? Because he certainly showed he was worthy of the trust that his team put in him. A handful of touchdowns to his credit thus far. Now he's just crossing off yardage milestones, and win or lose, his name has to be in serious discussion for player of the game.
Now 2nd and 3. Play fake. Here's Love. That's to Kraft, the tight end. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
A gain of 7.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can't he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. Love, they go play action now. That's taken in by Watson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A nice effort and an even nicer stop from Kwity Paye.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Jacobs is in. Touchdown, Packers.
What a luxury it is to be able to call a bowling ball like Josh Jacobs down near the goal line. 5'10", 220 pounds, and he's not afraid to get in there and get the tough yards. He finishes off this drive with a touchdown run.
McManus now for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. That time a 9-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Richardson. The toss here completed to Pittman. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be second down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Richardson looking to throw this. That is caught by Herbert. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 33. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Richardson. Throw left side complete. That's Warren. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field. In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. Again, it's Richardson. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
And that's all about recognition right there, because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 14-yard line. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down, because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
On now is the Packers punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Indy set to go on offense once more. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
Looking to put a drive together.
Richardson looking to throw.
To the right side, complete to Taylor. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
That's complete to Pierce.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
At the 41-yard line.
Here's Richardson to throw. A short one there, caught by Warren.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Tyler Warren. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Packers' 34-yard line.
And Richardson back to throw it.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Kenny Clark able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front seven. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
In motion, the tight end. Now Love. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Love now. Short throw. He's got Kraft. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to kick it away. Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Richardson working from the gun. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
2nd down and 3. Richardson. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts
as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
For a Colts.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how he, one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end could be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
Quick slant caught by Pierce.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth, it doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
Another drive coming up for this Packers offense.
And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Indy.